What is going on, guys, and welcome to One World's Best and Worst Movie Recap of April 2017. This is a series I started on my channel where basically I talk about all of the films I have seen during the month. Whether it's films I have released this year, films I've watched for the first time, or films I have loved or hated a little more over time. First, I want to say thank you guys to actually like my video for March, the recap I did for March. Thank you for actually liking that video. This will be a recurring series I will do for my channel every single month. So that being said, that's all I want to talk about. So let's just get to movies that again I released this year that I watched, films that released in other years that I watched for the first time, or films that I loved or hated over time. So let's start with the first one I'm talking about. And that film is Cure for Madness was released around February and did watch it in the beginning of March. It's directed by Gore Verbinski, whose last film was The Lone Ranger. And this film got me very intrigued from the trailers, and I'd say for the most part I really did enjoy this film. It's not anything amazing or anything. The film is way too long. It is kind of cliche, honestly. It does try, I do appreciate that it does try to do something new, but ends up following the very cliched route. But there were things where I was very suspenseful and those that enter my seat. The performances are great. The characters are somewhat, for the most part, good. The visual aspect is outstanding, and it's very well shot. Again, this movie has pretty much gotten very divisive reviews when it came out, and I'm probably one of those people that actually did enjoy it a little more than others. Chips. So far, one of the worst films I've seen in 2017 so far. To keep it short, Chip is a forgotten disgrace of a comedy film. It didn't make that once. Everything's pretty much terrible about the film. And I want to say, First Body is still the worst comedy I've seen in 2017, but Chips is still a close second towards its terrible comedy, terrible characters, terrible writing. I mean, Dak Shepard, what were you thinking? The Discovery. I never actually got a chance to review Discovery. Unfortunately, there are people on this list I did watch, but I never got around to fully reviewing on my channel. Maybe I know Discovery is a Netflix film and stars Jason Segel and Rooney Mara. I think all I'm saying is this is a film I think it's best to go away not knowing too much. I titled it and I was actually pretty impressed by this film actually. Jason Segel pretty much gets one of his best performances in a very long time. Rooney Mara's excellent. They have great chemistry with each other. The movie's premise is very intriguing and engaging. It is very well shot and very well handled. It's something that kept me intrigued and engaged throughout the entire film. My only fault with the film is that it does leave some questions unanswered. The ending is something that definitely going to divide some people. And the pace can be handled a little better, but overall, Discovery is a pretty dang great film. Listen, you haven't checked it already, it is on Netflix. It is on Netflix if you have not checked it already. It is definitely worth watching at least once. Rock Dog. Another film that I unfortunately never got around to viewing. This film has gotten very mad reviews on when it came out. And I wasn't really excited for it. To me, it's some new music and anything. It's not any music I'm excited for it. But the trailer is honestly didn't look that impressive. And I gotta say, I enjoyed it from a little more than I thought it would actually. I'm sure it has its faults. The movie is very cliched. The animation could be handled a lot better, and a lot of the jokes don't land. The pace can be handled a lot better. But a lot of the message is cliched. I really like the message they're trying to tell. The voice acting is great. I was somewhat entertained on the film. It is a very fun and enjoyable movie, especially if you are a fan of music. For Rock Dog, I'd give it a 78 out of B. the boss, baby. All I'm gonna say is this. DreamWorks, what the hell? This is by far the worst film yet. Next we got one of the two first time watches on this list, and this is a film I also reviewed as part of my underrated / overlooked series that's on my channel. I can't check it out already. But last time I visited the musical film start and Kent Jordan. That honestly, I really love Last 5 Years. I really do. Like, one of my friends has been pretty much begging me to check this film out. He's saying it's awesome, it's amazing, it's very underrated, and I personally do agree with everything my friend said. Who said, like it is a fresh take on the musical. The songs are very catchy, energetic, and very creative. The performances by Annie Kent Jordan are fantastic. It is a very fantastic musical. It may be one of my favorite musicals of all time. I'm serious. The Fight of the Furious. This was on some most anticipated film of April. I was looking at the main season like a free screening. And the screening, I loved the hell out of it. And I also watched this film two more times online, and my rating is exactly the same. I'll say Fast 5 is still my favorite in the Fast Furious franchise, but I'm probably one of the people to think this is actually the second favorite in the franchise. I freaking adore Fast and the Furious. It is a freaking piece of, like, again, these films, again, it's an A-film franchise, but these films are still their anting, and they still know what they're going for. What they're going for. The action is like zero running, engaging, and just plain out awesome. Awesome, the performances are great. Great, every great, did a great job directing this film. The story actually can be engaged with Vin Diesel why he's doing the film. Again, still no story time survey, but it's actually a pretty reasonable explanation. Charles Theron was a great villain. Can't really see what they do with her character in more films. So then I'm saying, I am very excited that they are making a film, a Fast and Furious film, on The Rock and Statham. They are one of the best parts in the entire film. And having those two film and film together is gonna be epic. Epic! The Belko Experiment. To keep it short, Greg McLean, he really should have stopped directing, honestly. First in Darkness, now this terrible film that had a lot of potential to be great, especially with James Gunn writing the film, but another film with potential won the worst single bait and needs to pay its resurgence. Before I Fall, a pretty damn good film actually. I was actually a little bit surprised by this film actually. I liked this a lot more than I thought it would actually. I'm sure it's a film that's basically your cliche, basically just a teen version of Groundhog Day. But I was still pretty engaged and interested throughout the film, despite the main character's friends not being that great and just small lot of cliches. This film still can be interested. It has a great depth. The characters, Zoe Josh loves an excellent performance in this film. The film is very well shot. It is well directed. If you haven't tried it before, well, I do recommend it. It's a film I think you actually may like, actually. I didn't think I would like this film, honestly. And I'm actually liking it. Honestly, I really don't have much to say about the plot. So just your forgettable, whatever just your forgettable, generic animated film. You know, well, better than the first two Smith films, I really didn't say much. There's honestly not much I can honestly say about the personal trilogy, honestly. Personal Shopper. Now, this is going to be the last one I'll review when I did that quick movie reviews thing I did like a while back. And I tried like doing it on the bus, but unfortunately the video was all staticky or whatever, so I was able to do another. I wasn't able to get a chance to do an actual review of it. But I'm gonna say Untitled Chapter is that it is an excellent film. A really damn excellent film. This honestly is how you do a house film right. Alright, the film can be engaged and intrigued throughout. This film is one of the most unpredictable films I've seen in 2017. One of the most unpredictable I've seen in a very long time. It is gorgeously shot, it can be engaged throughout. And the risk this can take, and the big risk and takes they do in this film, it's something I really appreciate it, because I really do appreciate it. Even if the risk isn't a failure, I do appreciate filmmakers who are trying something new. And then after this, they all do pay off. They truly do. And Kristen Stewart pretty much gives the best performance of her entire career. If her performances in the past, the impression that she's really changed as an actress since Twilight, she has gone better, this will definitely do for you. I mean, the pace can kind of drag you in there, but that's also my own flaw with the film, but Untitled Chapter is a damn excellent film. I highly recommend you have it already. It gets a 98 of an A, and so far it is one of my favorites of the entire year. Bigger, Fatter, Liar, which is, this film is basically the sequel to Big Fat Liar. Yeah, that film got a sequel. Now, Big Fat Liar, I honestly don't hate the film. Big Fat Liar is actually one of my favorite guilty pleasure films of all time. I think the film's not good in the slightest, but Big Fat Liar is a film that I can watch and have a great time watching, even though it's too cliched and ridiculous and way too over the top. I still find myself always enjoy watching Big Fat Liar. And when I thought to make a sequel, it's like, I need to check this out. Oh my god. I'm gonna say, Big Fat Liar actually isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's still not a good film in the slightest, but it's not as bad as I wanted it to be. There are a couple of good acting performances, and I did laugh a few times here and there. But still, I didn't like this film whatsoever. I'll be honest with it, that's kind of had that guilty pleasureness that the first film had, but for the most part, it doesn't really have that, honestly. Now that a few tweaks, this film is literally an exact retread of the first film. Like, other than a few tweaks, this one is mostly just a rehash of the first film. I'm serious, again, it's not like the disaster I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was going to be like a 0 of the year. But again, wasn't as terrible or god awful as it's going to be. It's still a bad film, but it's not as terrible or god awful as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I'm going to give Bigger, Fatter, Liar a 12 of a D. Imperial Dreams is another film that was released on Netflix, and the film stars John Boyega. And it's based about this gangster who tries to care for his son, who tries to care for his future. I gotta say, I really like this film. I'm sure it is very, very cliche, and it does kind of drag you in there, but I was very engaged and invested from the majority of the film. The films are great, from John Boyega to Rami Ati to Kiki Palmer. All the films are great, the characters are great, well developed, and you do care about them, you do understand their motives. It has some pretty good humorous moments with them, it has some pretty good dramatic moments that also present. I mean, I knew how this film was going to end, kind of predicted it, honestly. But this is a film that I say is still worth checking out, but it is on Netflix, checking out everything. I say I give Imperial Dreams an 88 of a B+. And it just does the pace kind of drags, and it is very, very cliched, and it doesn't really try and attempt to do much new or anything, but still a pretty damn good film. Next is the second and the last time watching list, and that is Lincoln. Lincoln, which is filmed by Steven Spielberg, is from one of the couple Steven Spielbergs that I haven't seen already. Well, I know this is a different time studio film, so it's Daniel Day-Lewis. I did say biopic trail on Abraham Lincoln. I know some people that have seen this film think this film is so boring and I will say this. I really dug Lincoln. I really did. But I can understand why people may hate this. Because there were a couple times in the film I thought, just get going, really? A few times I did feel like that, but I would say for the most part I was very engaged and thrilled throughout. Daniel Lewis loved a phenomenal performance as Abraham Lincoln. Finally, I think he got nominated for this film. Honestly, he did deserve that nomination. I don't know if he won or not, but I'm gonna say he definitely deserved that nomination. And it is, the signs were great. It's very incredibly well shot. But personally, I really don't think I can see myself watching this film again. It's not like the attitude of films like Jurassic Park or E.T. or Mario Report or Herc, which are the Adults, which are films I can watch over and over again. But I feel this honestly maybe like one and done films where I watched it and I can't really see myself watching it again because of kind of how long it is and all that. But anyway, I feel like Lincoln is still a damn great film. If you don't like it, I can honestly understand why though. I say, my grade, I give Lincoln a 94 of an A-. Wait, hold up. Yeah. I honestly can't stop playing this time, honestly. King Arthur left from the store, I managed to see King Arthur 2 weeks early. It's early. And I really did have fun time in this film. This film had some pretty good action to it. It had some pretty good characters. Charlie Hunnam did a great job. Jude Law did a great job. My job is very well shot. My shot is very well handled. Guy Ritchie did a great job directing King Arthur. And the action is for the most part well directed, and I had some fun with it. But I did feel the film could be handled a lot better. But there was one action scene in the beginning that was kind of too shaky cam, and I thought there was some scenes that honestly were missing from the film. That I thought, wait, wasn't something supposed to be like, wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? And there are a lot of questionable things like that happen throughout this film. But King of Dutch, again, it's a pretty fun time, and it's definitely a film that's definitely worth seeing in the summer movie season. I definitely check it out. I haven't already, honestly. Definitely check it out. Next is another film that I did watch, but I'm not going to review, and that is Colossal. Also, which stars Anne Hathaway, Jason Sudeikis. It's a long story based on a film, but Anne Hathaway basically ends up getting kicked out of the house because she's an alcoholic. Long story short, and then she ends up staying true to his character, and then she ends up encountering with this type of monster that pretty much has something along her past. Or her struggles with alcoholism. I'm not going to talk about too much about this film, because I think it's a film that you should definitely go in with an open mind, and you should definitely go in on it not much. Because I really thought this film, and I feel this could be a film that I end up loving more as years go on. So that's my only issue, is that I say the pace could have been handled a lot better, and there are a couple of questionable things that happen. But overall, I really thought Colossal. The effects of the monster were amazing. The characters are weird and odd, but are very engaging and intriguing, especially Anne Hathaway and Jason Sudeikis, who pretty much give some of the best performances of their entire career. Jason Sudeikis, I think, is maybe his best performance. Because it's kind of like a different type of performance, Jason Sudeikis, because he doesn't really act like this, how he's doing it. Don't get taught too much into Colossal. This film needs probably going down and learn too much, and you'll probably be surprised and thrilled by it, as I was. For my grade, I'm gonna give Colossal a 92 of an A-. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, my most anticipated film of the year, and for me personally, it did not let me down whatsoever. Yeah, I'll say it's the first film. It's still a little bit better. I'll say I like the first film a little bit more than the second one, but I still really love the second one nonetheless. Nonetheless, it has of course anything special on the ground in the Yahtzee film, incredible action scenes, a great and awesome soundtrack. Soundtrack, some great, well-developed characters, a lot hilarious and humor. That's probably some of the best I've seen in 2017 so far. Honestly, one thing I can say about this film is that I like how it tries to take stuff with its characters. Those characters as the first film, basically know them as these very quippy guys and whatever. But this film basically develops a lot of these characters, a lot more. Like they were developed in the first film, but this film develops a lot more and makes them more caring and loving. Like Star-Lord, Rocket, and again more Nebula. Again, this film, so again, of course, it's absolutely entertaining, had me gut busting and laughing. And I did see this film twice on the same day. I still freaking love this film. Still probably the most absolutely fun, interesting film I've seen in 2017. For being my most anticipated film of the year, it did not let me down whatsoever. If you love me now, never love me again. Now then, you'll never break the chain. We're almost done with this list. I got 2 more films to talk about and 2 other films that I've loved to hear all the time. Now I'll see with the 2 other films that I did watch, but again, I got to one being The Circle, which was a film I was actually pretty excited for, actually. I mean, it had a very intriguing and premise of, I felt it was going to tell like great themes, interesting about social media. Has an epic cast of Emma Watson, Tom Hanks, John Boyega, Patton Oswalt, Bill Paxton. Rest in peace, by the way, Bill Paxton. You'll be missed. And you got the director, talented director of The Spectacular Now, which is an incredible romance film. But I freaking hated this film. This film was whoa, and not in the good whoa. My only positive is that there actually are a couple of good performances, and cinematography isn't terrible, but that's really it. That is really it. That's really it. This film bored me to death. And if I was so bored throughout The Circle, I even fell asleep watching it. Yes, and guess that really ever happens to me when watching films. And this film has a very intriguing premise, but does literally nothing with it. There's barely even a conflict, there's barely a resolution, there's barely any tension filled. I mean, there are some scenes that probably could have been tension filled, but I didn't feel the tension. Not one bit. Emma Watson, I love you. I do love you, Emma Watson. But wow, wow. This is definitely, in my opinion, the worst performance she has ever given. And there's not really anything interesting or great about her character. There's not anything about her character. And Tom Hanks, incredibly wasted. I think he wasn't even trying. And when you have a film that Tom Hanks isn't trying, that's not good. That's not good. He's barely in the film. Barely! And the trailer, you know, like he's gonna be some big villain or whatever. And I feel like he's barely in it. Same with John Boyega. He's only in like 2 or 3 scenes. That's it. Like I said, the film is so boggy and boring. It has problems that could have been very great and intriguing, but it just doesn't load it. And also, this film has probably some of the worst editing I've seen in 2017. Like, wow, what are they thinking while they are editing this film? Like, seriously. Anyways, The Circle is a terrible film, and it's so far my most disappointing film of 2017. My grade this gets a 4 of a D-. And for the last film that I've seen, the eariler got Free Fire, which is a film I've seen actually a few days ago. That's it. Like, all I'm literally going to say about this film, I just go in to expect a really fun time with it. I think that's what the trailer and what the director was trying to make it out to be. A film that's just a really fun and good time, and I think what I had, I had a total blast with Free Fire. It is a absolute fun time. The films were really good. There was some very hilarious no-time moments that had me busting out laughing. But I'm gonna say this: if you're going to Free Fire expecting some good motivations, good story, whatever, if you're expecting anything like Oscar-worthy or something that's deep, meaning, or depth-filled, you're not going to get that Free Fire. I mean, there's also some issues I had with the film, but I still had a blast with Free Fire nonetheless, and I didn't just go in expecting have a blast with Free Fire. I'm afraid I'm gonna give Free Fire an 84 of a B+. Now, on to two films that one I ended up hating a lot more, one I actually liked a little more. Let's start the one I hate one, that is Triple X to Nicolas Cage. Now, I guess all my review of Triple X to Cage, you guys know I had a blast with that film. I gave like an 84 B+, and a lot of people were surprised that I gave that film like rated. A lot of people that seen it thought it was absolute shit. I was one of the people that actually was defending the film, saying it actually isn't that bad, honestly. So when it comes to the board, I decided to give this film a second watch, and after watching it again, whoa, just whoa. To give an example, this is kind of how my friend Nate felt about Suicide Squad. And when he saw Suicide Squad, he gave this film an A-. He freaking loved and adored the film. He was actually defending the films. The film was actually done pretty damn good. Okay, but when he ended up watching it a second time, he was like, wait, what? Huh? Whoa. What did I just see? What did I ever see that was good in this film? That's the conversation how I felt about Triple X Cage. Because this film was my 20 most anticipated film of the year. I guess I was probably blinded, but not because the night before I saw something, I was a little bit scared that I wasn't gonna have a fun time with him, and I did have a fun time. And once again, I still did have fun time. I say this is my new pick for my guilty pleasure of the year. But I definitely see many of the people's flaws with the filming. Many of the flaws. The only good parts I can say is Donnie Yen and his stunt work. That's it. I can see when people talk about the action, Vin Diesel having a stunt double and all that. Vin Diesel can't do one-liners and his character is goddamn unlikely. There's this one scene where he ends up shoving out people out of a plane. Like, I was laughing throughout that scene and realized how that makes his character really unlikable. The plot is pretty much as confusing and cliche as the other Triple X films, and they're all way too many characters to keep track of. Like, whoa, I didn't think how many characters there were. Personally, I still don't find Nina annoying like everybody else. I can definitely see why. Again, this film dropped big time for me. Like, wow, I was surprised. I don't think it's ever happened to me before. Like, originally, I gave an 84 of a B+. So, now what is my official grade for this? A 6 of a D-. Yes, that low. That's low. Now, to the last film I'll be talking about, and that is Split, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. This film was released in January, and I did watch it around that day, and I really thought the film would give like a 90 of an A-. But after rewatching a second time, I loved it a little more, actually. I really did. My only complaint is still with the two girls not being good characters, not getting much development, as Auntie and Joy, who is absolutely amazing in this film. That's what. She's not really polished, honestly. He should probably get an Oscar nomination for this film. Like, I'm dead serious. I am dead serious. He definitely should get like an Oscar nomination for this film. This is definitely his best work. He is definitely a very underrated director. Underrated actor. And while there are some plot holes in this film, I will not lie. This is one of the cases where they can easily be ignored or forgotten, honestly. It really didn't bother me, honestly. With that said, the time most I explain those plot holes will probably drag out the film. I'm sure DLB explains in the other films, but by the way, By the way, they are making a Unbreakable / Split sequel. Which, spoiler alert, I mean, I'm sure you guys all know this already, but the ending, I'm sure you guys all know this already, but the ending is split. The film actually set in Unbreakable Universe. I'm sure you all know it by now. I know, but I'll leave this explanation to the case. Man, I cannot wait for what they do, especially with Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson, James McAvoy, and Anthony Joy returning. It's gonna be awesome. Los Angeles 2018 January. I'm already excited. I'm super pumped for Glass, or just the name of the film. But anyway, my original display was a 90 of an A-. Now it's a 95 of an A. That's a lot to talk about. I really just hope to draw my one was best and worst movie recap of April. Let me know about the films in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this segment on my channel. Actually, it was a lot of fun talking about all the films that I saw in April. I'll definitely tease in the end of May. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I still have a lot more videos I'm playing in. This Friday I will be going to be live streaming. I'll be doing watching Clank. I'll be doing my Cooking and walkthrough. Stay tuned for that. Then I actually will attempt to have 3 videos on my channel pretty soon. I'll have a first one on my Facebook channel sometime this week. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, so if you want to see more on my Facebook, it's mentioned below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Henry. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Letterboxd. I am Samuel Mold from Samuel Mold Reviews. I will see you guys next time. And stay cool, everybody. Peace.